Hello, everybody. Or if anyone is, here right now. I just want to be here to vent out my frustration. Ever since YouTube made an update that's coming tomorrow. I just want to voice out that, of course my opinion is gonna be like everyone else's since, we've all been affected with the same thing. And it's that YouTube never knows what they're doing with their whole, moderation system. Ever since back in, let's say 2016, before the COPPA thing happened in 2019, all because YouTube got sued like $1 billion, I think $1 million, over tracking kids' data. And I think YouTube's gonna do the very same thing to all of us, not just kids. So basically they're replicating what happened back in 2019, except it's going even worse. What I mean by that is that they will either ask you for your government ID, your selfie, or your credit card information, in which I want to say that is actually wrong. How would anyone at YouTube be okay with this, let alone everybody that has been running it? Do we not have civil rights anymore? Is this what the real world's gonna be? It pisses me off so much. To me, at least to everybody that is a YouTuber. And I know there are probably the majority of kids on YouTube, which I can understand, but what YouTube shouldn't do is monitor everyone of what they're doing. In fact, it's the parents' responsibility to monitor their own kids. But no, the parents fail to do that. They literally do. It's just scummy to me. And hello, Nico Noob. Welcome to the stream. Luckily for me, not even over 16, but this rule still sucks. Yes, it still does. And I hope there's gonna be a protest against YouTube headquarters. Though I don't actually condone, actually storming into YouTube headquarters, because for one, that's actually wrong. But protesting over the update that they're doing for tomorrow is actually justified, because it's your civil right to actually protest against what they're doing, because that's the point of freedom of speech. That's the point of civil rights. Either the management in YouTube is irresponsible, or don't even know what they're doing, or perhaps both. Because either way, it is not okay, again, to monitor everybody else, especially the adults who stumbled upon their childhood. You know, back when they are growing up with. Like, let's say, I grew up with the early 2000s thing. And I made my community post about it. That I grew up with the classic videos such as Neon Cat, you know, a cat with a Pop-Tart body. And it's pixelated. That's a classic. And Charlie Bit My Finger, also a classic. And there's like, you know, so many YouTube classics in the early 2000s. And I wonder what the actual creator of YouTube is going to say about all this. I mean, he might be able to edit his own comment, I think. And yeah, there's actually the creator of YouTube. Though he's not a CEO, but he made the app back in like 2006. ...2006, dude. Like, it's so old. And another thing I despise about the AI age verification, it's all because of the Congress. Not only the Congress, but also the United Kingdom. All because they wanted to protect kids, quote unquote. But I know damn good and well that they're like doing a terrible job at it. It really sucks. To me and everybody. Like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand at all, like... And now I'm going to, like, regurgitating of what I'm going to say next, because... Okay, I think I have like a decent point to make. And it's like, what if there's like, you know, a 25-year-old person that had grown up with their childhood film or TV show? Would YouTube consider that to be a kid because they want to go back to their childhood? I guess so. And ironically enough that I'm like 24 and I have like, you know, a fair share of like the childhood classics or nostalgia. And yes, YouTube, nostalgia exists. And it still is. But no, they just want to like enforce the AI to, you know, think that you're a child because you want to go back to your childhood classics or nostalgia. you're like the 100 person talking about this AI age crap. I hate this idea. Yeah, me too. Me too. And speaking of which, there's actually like, I think almost a majority of people that have like changed their profile picture to Clippy from Microsoft Assistant of all things. I don't know why, but I think it'll actually work. Despite what YouTube really does, like, in a couple of years. I mean, like I said before, it happened back in 2016. 2016! Back when Susie Wojcicki was a CEO. Yeah, what if I want to rewatch some of the Oswald shorts that Walt had made? I want to enjoy that younger version of me, for God's sake, YouTube. Yes! Yes! Yeah, that's actually a good point. Like, what if somebody else, like Nekanoob, wants to rewatch some of the Oswald shorts that Walt Disney made? And just, want to relive the nostalgia again? Like, how is that even fair, YouTube? Just do explain to me! I hear that if you watch mature content, you won't possibly get hit, but even if it works for YouTube, should not go through with it. Yeah, because, like, okay, so YouTube wants us to be, a mature adult. But they forget to realize that, like, there are childhood, like, shows and movies that had the narrative or the messaging about, like, with mature themes, right? Like, let's say Samurai Jack, before going on to Adult Swim, as an example. What else? I mean, there's so many. There's, like, so many. Okay, my example? Neon Genesis Evangelion. Granted, it has, like, the G Kids rating. I don't know why. But, like... come on, I'm trying to think of something. What's really dumb about this is that the AI won't be smart. So old TV cartoons, kids like video games, even watch plays could count as you're not an adult. True. That's actually really true. Like, it's the utmost audacity of YouTube to actually rely onto the machines rather than themselves to actually work at YouTube. That is just stupid. Really stupid. It's like leaving turtles to do... What is that job? It's like leaving turtles to make hamburgers at Wendy's. Yeah, I know, it's actually stupid of an example, but it kind of fits. But hey, at least turtles would be at least smart enough in AI. But yeah, back what I was saying, yeah, about Samurai Jack, it looked like a kid show. It does, considering it was made from Cartoon Network, but it has, like, mature themes. And Neon Genesis Evangelion had, like, horror elements. And it has, like, adult messaging. I will leave and not make video content on YouTube after this. I'll make a farewell video and retire from YouTube. Yeah. That's the point of me making a final stream about this. You know what? I just feel like they're trying to make people miserable on purpose just because they are miserable. Yeah, even after that Susan Wojcicki retired from YouTube and got someone else to do it. Granted, it's not entirely YouTube's fault. I want to say not entirely. It's just, you know, they're making like bad decisions after making bad decisions. You know what? I didn't. Okay. They only care about making money. Hate to say this, but this is the reason they doing. They think it'll make them more money. But if anything, I can see a lawsuit out of this. Yeah, I do hope there's a lawsuit about this because this, again, is unacceptable of YouTube. Like, if what happened back in 2019 couldn't get any bad, then this one will probably get 10 times worse. And, oh yeah. Another example of a childhood classic, Sailor Moon. Where it had, like, you know, where it had scenes like blood and death. Until, like, some characters. Sure, there's like, you know, death in the concepts of the kid shows, but the reason why there are like death scenes in Sailor Moon is to make it a bit darker. I love Sailor Moon, judge me, I don't care. No, I love Sailor Moon as well. It's the shit that I grew up with. Hell, I even have the DVDs or Blu-rays of Sailor Moon to this very day. Like, I'm down to have some Sailor Moon marathon. But, oh wait, YouTube's gotta think that I'm a kid because I want to go back and rewatch some childhood classics, man. Like, this is stupid! I watched Madoka Magica too. Yeah, magical girl show that is literally not for kids. Sure, there could be like parental guidance. Yeah, I love SpongeBob and Gumball. Yeah, those are kid shows. And YouTube's gonna think that you're a kid because you want to go back to, you know, watch those. Also, not to mention the whole Children Care Act that makes them censor anime, manga, and video games as well as less niche, like future cartoons and movies will get hit. Yep. Because it feels like every one of us is in like the eye of the storm. I want to note something. YouTube is hiding videos or outright give community guidelines warnings that could cause account termination, so that's gonna be yes. And why should we get punished just because some dickhead parents won't monitor their children? It's not our problem. Exactly! Exactly, that's the parents' fault that failed to monitor their children. In fact, let me give my hot take. Parents should not have kids. Like, at all. Since they have no idea what they're doing. Hell, I even want to, like, be a parent. You know, when gay marriage is legal. I mean, I hope it does. But, you know, if I wanted to become a parent, I would have, like, the decency to, you know, watch my adopted kid. And if my adopted kid wanted to watch some Sailor Moon with me, you know, as their father, I would oblige. Because again, it's the shit that I grew up with. Children are too expensive anyways, yep. And so is raising them. It's so easy just to pay attention to them, yes. My parents did it with me. Mm-hmm. I'm still so mad that, like, not only the UK, but also the Congress, you know, like, allows it to happen. Not to mention people who are not as well educated as they portray themselves, like how some are in higher places. Mm-hmm. Look, as a kid, I watched a lot of crazy stuff on normal YouTube. Thankfully, I'm not as sensitive a kid. Yeah. We all have the sense of weirdness when it comes to, like, you know, childhoods. Like as a kid, like, I'm a total asshole. But now as an adult, I'm actually better. It's about control. I kept telling this when it was my old channel. When I was my old channel, they laugh at me. Now it's happening in 2025. Yeah. Because, like, there are some things that are, you know, more disastrous than the last. At this point, I think a lot of it is just control to gaslight people into thinking going against this makes you a freak. Yep. And, okay, so I think there's going to be, like, one example of the one kid that plays, like, a violent video game, right? Let's say, like, a 5-year-old playing Mortal Kombat on the Sega Genesis. Would their parents allow that? I don't think not, because, you know, it has violence in it. Or even, what's another example? Let's say a 12-year-old that wanted to play Grand Theft Auto 5. Even not knowing what Grand Theft Auto really is. It's a game that actually exists. Like, that 12-year-old kid never heard of, like, GTA San Andreas, or Vice City, or GTA 4. Because, obviously, I think YouTube wouldn't care. And censoring other people that, like, want to relive the nostalgic memories. We live in an era where happiness comes with the cost of endangering yourself. Yes, even doxing yourself. Like, mind you, that YouTube really wants you to dox yourself. Like, not only your selfie, but also your credit card information and your government ID. That's like invasion of privacy. Yeah, I refuse censorship. Me too! In fact, why does censorship even exist? All because, you know, oh, think of the children when they fail to do exactly that! Hell no, I'm not giving I'm not giving them my ID. Screw them. Yeah! Nobody does! Because that is like the most stupidest thing that a person can do. Is to like give somebody the ID only for YouTube to like hack that said person after giving them the government ID. Despite knowing that Google has been hacked. Even if you try to like verify yourself, right? Or try to change your profile picture. I'll just use Gary's models. Say that as me, Lamel. I ain't showing my face to the world. Yeah. It was surprisingly that actually works. To use Gary's face models. My dad works in the risk management, cybersecurity. This is such an obvious red flag. Yes, it is a red flag. It is. It really is. It's so interesting how this stuff is happening when certain files has yet to be released. Protecting the people that stuff like this is for. Yeah, but at the same time, they have failed to protect said people, let alone, you know, endangering said people. This is a hacker's wet dream, this happening. Yes! And it's been for years! Without like a single update from Google themselves about it. Like, this is actually negligence. Full-on negligence of Google. And in my humble opinion, that like YouTube should be bought by a different company than Google. It's my honest opinion. But that's just me. More like a creep's wet dream. Yes! A predator's wet dream. Like, okay. Okay. Speaking of, recently, there's like the whole schlep situation. And Roblox themselves have been banning schlep. Or even delete Schlep's video about, like, predators in Roblox. Also unacceptable on Roblox's end. I mean, it's no wonder that the CEO just wanted to make Roblox a dating sim game. For the sake of it. Or even enabling dating. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. Honestly, I can't trust companies anymore. Me too. Me too, Seymour. It's like, what the fuck were these companies thinking? Like, what were they thinking? Imagine if they used the ID thing for buying necessities like groceries or paying taxes and buying clothes. Yeah, and even buying video games or even trading cards or like fucking like or even buying a car. All that. And hello, Justin the Moon. What were they thinking? Exactly, what were they thinking? What the fuck were they thinking? And hello, Blake. Welcome to the stream. Sell your soul for money. Hell. Yep. I just want you to get used to the idea of it so they can start putting it everywhere else. Yep. Essentially just, what is that word? Apocalypse? Like, I don't know when's the last time that the apocalypse started happening. Yeah, this is the finale for YouTube. It's over. Yes, it is. Though, there might be some hope. Keyword, might. Consider there's like a protest. Like I said before, there are like almost a majority of people have changed their profile picture to Clippy. From Microsoft Assistants, of all things. To actually prove a point against YouTube. Either that, or a lawsuit against it. How am I gonna listen to YouTube? How am I gonna listen to music on YouTube if they try to ban me? Yes, exactly what I'm gonna ask. That's exactly what we're gonna ask. Like, how am I gonna watch my favorite videos on YouTube, or even listen to music on this said site? My God! Like, I just don't understand how incompetent YouTube and the other companies is. Like, I just don't get it. You watch this Eminem. YouTube? Nope. Exactly. They're targeting Spotify and Wikipedia too. Imagine targeting Wikipedia. Imagine targeting Wikipedia for like anything by that notion. If for only the people that made Wikipedia lose against the UK. Like, I'm fucking tweaking. I'm fucking tweaking right now. Like, how in the fuck is that even possible? How? We need Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and PewDiePie to speak up about this. Yeah, but, you know, to be fair, Mark, Jack, and Pewds have been, like, actually busy. You know, they're, like, busy people. Also, Corey and Dashi, yeah, yes to Dashi Games, but I don't know about Corey Kenshin. Since, like, I think there's allegations against Corey, I mean, I looked at the thumbnail at it, and I wonder, what did Corey even do? It's just like, I don't want to know until the truth actually comes out. Or the truth actually came out. To whether or not that Corey is innocent or not. Yeah. Yeah, I understand because he's a dad, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Pewds has a family to take care of. I'll join in the boycott tomorrow, but I personally doubt it'll do much unless we can make enough noise for people to even know about it. Yep, we need our voices to be heard, because that's the whole thing about having civil rights. Am I right? Like, am I right? Because what YouTube did is like, invading and invalidating civil rights. People are just trying to cancel Corey because he did one small thing. Blame Twitter users. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm not believing anything until Corey speaks up. I'm sick of this believe women BS. I know. Okay. Thank you for bringing it up, Angie. Thank you for bringing it up. There's another thing about the whole censorship. And that is, like, Collective Shout. That wanted to, like, cancel or even ban 1,000 games off of their Steam platform. And see you later, JRPG King. In which noted that Collective Shout have been hypocritical for doing the same exact thing. And even for Visa and MasterCard to actually admit of what they did is wrong. At this point, the ones willing to take away our civil rights needs to be punished. Because a lot of people have the privilege to ignore people and get away with it. Yep. Very true. Very true. Like, I have my civil right to boycott against YouTube for what they're doing. Everyone has their civil right to do the same thing. So why can't we have our civil rights, huh? Why can't we, go back to our childhood favorites that we grew up with? This is so dumb on so many levels. I consider myself a MRA because I absolutely do care about men's safety and their well-being and should be treated as a human and not a doing. I'm half confused of that sentence, but yeah, you got a point. What else? What else am I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, if YouTube wants us to be adults, then let us be adults without forcing us to dox ourselves. Like have a selfie or or having a government ID or even a credit card information. MRA is men's rights activist. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Like, again, there should be, like, an actual human on YouTube that needs to do something about this. And if YouTube starts, you know, deciding to delete my channel over this, then they actually prove my point. That they actually do not care about civil rights. Because, again, and I hate to be a broken record, but if YouTube decided to delete my channel over this stream, then they prove my point that they do not care. And I wanted people like you in this stream chat, if that happens, please re-upload it. Put it on archive. Because I need my voice to be heard. I need everyone's voices to be heard. I won't be able to. I'm sorry. No, that's good, Seymour. It's all good. Because I know there's gotta be, like, you know, some people that have the ability to re-upload it, if that ever happens. Backtrack this idea, YouTube. Yeah, but at the same time, it's gotta be us that's gotta make YouTube backtrack the idea. The whole protest. Since we're the ones that's going to make a difference, because we have the civil rights to say that what YouTube did is 100% wrong. And I thought 2020 was bad. 2025 proved me wrong. Yes! Yes, exactly! And speaking of 2020, that's like the year of child predators. Hell, even a dumpster fire of a year. If this whole site talks about this, they won't be able to delete everyone. We are strong in numbers, yes. And while it's cute that, like, the Congress thinks that we're, like, the vocal minority. Because I have a feeling that, you know, the Congress is, you know, gotta get backfired for this. Even to YouTube headquarters as well. I'm just glad I'm not the only one pissed at this bullshit. I love this community. Aww. And I love you too, Andrew. Now, low-key, I hope the rich and companies lose money for decisions like these. Yeah. So that way, there are like some companies that could lead to have bankrupt, or bankruptcy, just because they made like bad decisions. Though whether or not it might be too late for companies like this to fix their mistakes. I mean, either that, or they're going to fix it in a desperate attempt. The same way that Twitch did. The same way that Twitch did. If they're forcing us to live in a dystopia where we have to sacrifice our privacy for our happiness, I'd rather die, honestly. Me too! Me too, because you know what? I am so sick and tired of having, my favorite music, my favorite content that I love to watch again and again to be taken away only for your account to be deleted. Because the AI age verification. I am so sick and tired of companies like YouTube that make decisions like this throughout all of 2016 to 2025. Like, it's like one of your parents have been taking away your toys and your prized possessions for the wrong reason. Like, you remember that kind of type of moment? Wait, Kirito doesn't only affect one state. Maybe you are safe. I at least hope. I mean, I hope as well. Yeah, it's like living in a world where you can't eat anything you want and only eat things we don't like. What kind of a life is it really? It's a standard. From what I can describe. Not gonna lie, at this point, I hope the internet crashes outside of people that really need it, like hospitals, because what the fuck? Yeah, but like, if the internet start crashing, like, back what happened in the video game crash about, like, the Atari 2600, it's gotta go bad. It's gotta go really bad. And hello, Blind Beans, welcome. We're gonna to witness the end. I beg for the Grim Reaper to come for me sooner. Yeah, but like, maybe there is some hope. Keyword, another keyword is maybe. There might be some hope. Yeah, I'll be back. I mean, is it worse than, say, people in countries to start wars over this? I'm not sure. I personally don't have hope, but I'm gonna go swinging till I have no energy left to even stand. That's at least good. Keep that same energy. to protest. Like, it's honestly rough, man. It's honestly really, really, really burning the mental health. It comes up to the point to where, like, you start asking yourself, man, why do these companies always be so stupid with decisions like that? No damn way. On Guamo's community tab, Roblox is banning anyone who talks about their slut stuff? At this point, if anyone plays Roblox, please uninstall Roblox. I highly encourage it. Please uninstall Roblox. And play a different game. Like, let's say, Punishing Gray Raven. A really good gacha game. And the only reason why I brought up the game, it's because they recently released a Devil May Cry collab. Both Dante and Virgil in Punishing Gray Raven. Though it is a gacha game, but it's a damn good one at that. I ain't gotta back down to companies that treat people like me like I'm nothing. Exactly. I can agree. And at this point, you know, the protest, we're like the storm that's going to approach YouTube. With our voices that needed, and again, needed to be heard. Because, hey, I want to watch, you know, some childhood favorites. Some childhood classics. I want to make, you know, live streams like this. And I want to make fanboy content. Even though the fanboy content is probably like a waste of energy. Sadly, I can't. It's my only way to talk with my boyfriend from Asia. I kind of want to meet him earlier on my life. Huh. I mean, I hope you'll find a way to meet him. Because I'm like the same way. I'm the same way with you, Neko. And I hope everything works out for you too. And it's actually good that like that Creekcraft, like anyone remember him? Creekcraft has like, I want to say, you know, as an adult, that Creekcraft has the balls to go confront the FTC. Whether or not, you know, the content is for kids or not. Because, like, you know, if it wasn't for Creekcraft, everything else would be in shambles. Like this happened tomorrow. Yeah, Creek has been to court before. He has balls to steal. Yes, he does. In which I highly respected him, man. I highly respect him. If you try to ban me, YouTube try to ban the god-awful bad YouTubers like Onision. Or, in better case,
James Charles.
like you did a good thing like terminating EDP's channel, you need to do the exact same to James Charles. For grooming not one, not two, but 3 minors. I wish I could stay for the rest of the stream, but I gotta get up for a call at 9 a.m. Okay, that's understandable. Yes, ban James Charles as well. Like, James Charles, for what we know, is a danger towards kids. Like, my actual advice, YouTube, if you want to actually, protect kids, ban the ones that have been preying on them. I mean, there are videos that have screenshots of what these predators are doing. So why haven't you banned them? Like you did the same way with EDP. Like, why? And also, another predator is Sniper Wolf, surprisingly. And you know what YouTube did? They temporarily demonetized her. Yeah. They temporarily demonetized her channel. Like, full on knowing that Sniper Wolf intentionally grooming minors of Omegle. And hello Sparrow, welcome. So back to what I was saying. Yeah, Sniper Wolf had caught grooming minors and asking them to twerk. Or even show them their teats. Or show them her teats. To kids. On Omegle. Of all things. That's another piece of negligence of YouTube. Bro, what? Oh yeah, you haven't heard the Sniper Wolf thing? And another thing of what Sniper Wolf did is that she had Jack's Films' house address and leaked it to her Instagram followers. Ever since Jack's Films made videos on her. Videos! And making a bingo out of it. At this point, throw the whole website away. Yeah. But it's up to YouTube now. It's up to the Congress now. Since they want to put out the AI age verification. Thinking that they can protect the kids, quote unquote. Even more reasons why I don't go on webcam related websites. Yes. Exactly. At this point, when my day is over, I'm gonna clear my watch history and just try not watch YouTube tomorrow. Yeah, just in case if that ever happens. Just in case if that ever happens, because at some point, I would think that I want to say generously 75%. That YouTube is gonna, backfire this the moment it got released. Again, it's 75%. And I hope and I pray that the protest is gonna happen. You know who else I want to be banned from YouTube? Brad Tasting YouTube. Brad Tasting Music. Ronnie Rake. Brad Tasting. Okay. I don't know who Ronnie Rake is. Back. Welcome back, Angie. Because my channel has not even made content, but saved stuff for other content creators. But I fear they will delete my channel and other channels of people I watch. And what I miss? What you missed is that I talked about Sniper Wolf and her predatory behavior. And what YouTube did is that they temporarily demonetized her channel. And even leaking Jack's Films' address to thousands of Instagram followers of hers. And YouTube was just like, you know what? We'll just temporarily demonetize her. Instead of actually terminating her channel. Because money. That's all they care about is money. Money, 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 money. Like if YouTube is a person, they would entirely fit Darkside Phil. Literally fit for Darkside Phil. I know it's a hot take, but it's the truth, is it not? It's the actual fucking truth. The fact that she still has fans that simp for her, I hate her. Yes! Literal children and Redditors. Although I am not going to get on Cyberwolf for like, you know, for like stealing people's others ideas, even stealing their videos, because like, you know, everybody does that all the time. Literally everybody, not just her. When it comes to like React content. Doesn't Dr. Disrespect still does content too after his call out? I still think he does. I mean, is his channel still up? Because if his channel's still up, then it actually proves that YouTube has not done a single thing about it either. And actually proved my point. And also, there's the a femboy predator by the name of Pixie, or Pika RL if you have heard of them. In the Siliskios video about them. He has 4.44 million subs and is still up. Okay, then YouTube proves my point. That YouTube doesn't even care. It still proves the point. It's sickening. It's really sickening. Coming from myself, that's like, you know, actively not safe for work type of femboy. I mean, another thing that I can describe of YouTube is embarrassing. Literally embarrassing. And this is what I said earlier, that YouTube should be bought by a different company that should treat the app better. Instead of Google, because Google are fucking hacks. Considering that Google has not done a single thing. That has not done a single thing about it. Does YouTube expect us to watch more not safe for work stuff if they want us to be more mature? That's pretty strange. Yes. And another thing that YouTube expects for adults to watch is, and I know you're going to hate this,
Politics.
You heard me right. I think YouTube is going to force us to watch politics that we don't even give a fuck about. Ah yes, a mature adult watches a lot of corn per day, as if watching it too much a day isn't healthy, which it isn't healthy. Yep. Even a mature adult would say, yeah, this is actually too immature to watch corn. Like, a mature adult with a functioning brain cell I am out of that phase. Don't want it back to that, damn it. Me too. And I know there's gonna be, like a lot of pauses because I'm trying to think of what I'm going to say next. Like, okay. Like, let's say if a mature adult watches corn, is it gonna be like, satisfying? Well, maybe, once or twice. And that's just gonna be it, not the entire day. Question, do you still have your Discord ready? Oh, yes, yes. Just, hold on a second. Alright, here is my Discord. My new Discord server, for those that wanted to join. Hello, Raptor Tristan. I had to delete my entire watch history because of this, yep. At least Mr. Krabs is not this corrupt or this greedy. Yeah, considering that Mr. Krabs has, to trade SpongeBob for 62 cents. I mean, hey, because YouTube ain't like us. YouTube is not like us. Like, drop the Kendrick Lamar. YouTube gets upset because no one likes a new update. Us? Oh, boo-hoo, let us play you a sad song on the world's smallest violin. Listen, what I'm trying to figure out is, does everyone stop being family friendly and instead be less family friendly? Like, what about FGTV? How will this affect him? I'm not sure. I haven't heard of this FGTV. I never have. Mainly because I focus on things that interest me. Well, I was about to say, did y'all forget that Mr. Krabs sold Bobby for 62 cents? Oh yeah, wasn't something similar happening, dropping into Discord? Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yeah, my Discord link is right here on the stream chat. Even Squidward was mad he did, yep. Discord AI can be bypassed with Half-Life models. That ain't a problem. I've been binge watching nothing but glory videos and sexual videos all day just so I won't get labeled as a kid. Yeah, but like, does the sexual videos against the YouTube terms of service? Like, sexual content is against YouTube terms of service, is it not? The odd thing is even adult-style podcasts will be hit, even though if you cover sexual topics or not, even if you have a hint of colorful language, it's all over. Yeah, it is true. That is true, Kyokun. Because every time Mr. Krabs is greedy for money, he inflates his belly with money and treasure. Or even Scrooge McDuck. YouTube better allow NSFW onto the site if they're doing stuff as stupid as this. Yeah. Because as if that YouTube is trying to force the adults to not only dox themselves, but to also break one of YouTube's terms of service by watching sexual content that is like uploaded onto YouTube. And even straight up corn. That still existed, by the way. And from what I know, in Gokunaru's video, there's actually, you know, pedophilia onto YouTube. Like, just showing off the CP. Though it's not looking like CP, but it disguises as CP. With like the child models, in which I highly recommend Gokunaru's video about YouTube. In fact, I'll just spell out his name in the chat. That's the person. Because for those that know, this is what YouTube has been doing for years. And not done anything. Ever since the Monkey Jones situation happened. Do you guys remember the Monkey Jones thing? YouTube blacklisted him. Without a reason. Only for Monkey Jones himself to rebrand himself as Simeon Jimmy. What's Monkey Jones? Oh, Monkey Jones is a YouTuber that covers people like Elliot Rodger, the incel loser. And making fun of Elliot Rodger. And not only that, like, that monkey himself got blacklisted by YouTube, but also gave the channels that he and his friends made been striked for like 10 times. Or 6. Yeah, either 6 or 10 channels. Like, mind you, this is the failure of YouTube. It's sad, really, yes. It's a sad, sad world. It's just AI tube. Exactly. Hell, it even proves Gokunaru right at the same time. That, like, YouTube is relying on some machines that do it for them because they're just lazy, I guess. They don't want to do, like, you know, a responsible thing. You know, actually banning the predators and the channels. Like, do keep this in mind. Like, in all fairness, again, YouTube did a good thing about, like, banning or terminating EDP, but failed to terminate the other Predators channels, such as Sniper Wolf. So, I think that YouTube is also going to do what Roblox did. A wise man once said, "You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself becoming the villain." We're going to be either of those two in this dystopia. Yep. And that line aged like fine wine, considering it was from a Batman movie. I want to go back to when it was just Hotel Mario YouTube poops with poorly edited loud sounds and suggestive stuff, bro. Yep, exactly. Again, I am so sick of YouTube. I am so sick of the Congress taking away our civil rights. And to force us to dox ourselves. Whether it be a selfie or government ID or credit card information. The scary thing is, even though the villains are deranged, their words are not wrong. It goes to show that these villains aren't broken people. I'm sick of everything, yeah. Like, again, it's like one of your parents have been taking away everything you love. Your music, you know, all your stuff. All that. And just force yourself to, you know, give out your government ID. Coco Melon gets to stay, but your privacy? Nope. Yeah, no. I am not gonna go to that Coco Melon rabbit hole. Same way with Mr. Beast. YouTube ain't gonna get rid of the CD collection that I have. Yeah, neither is the video games that you have. And another thing, another company that done similarly is Spotify. That is doing the same thing. So they're taking away your playlist of music that you enjoy. Granted, I haven't even used Spotify in my entire life. Even if I do, that shit would make me upset. Even more. It's disgusting that these companies decided to do this. Like I said before, it's actually disgusting. And I know there... Okay, I'm going to say like another example. Because like, I know there are some people that are bronies that have like, you know, watched a ton of My Little Pony Generation 4. But like, if the bronies wanted to go back and wanted to rewatch Generation 4, even Equestria Girls, they're just gonna think that the bronies are a kid. You know what's sad? The fact that part of the problem is the people themselves, because they either don't understand or they believe it so much because it's either ingrained or they are privileged. I think they're privileged. And proving that they actually do not care about their content creators. I still remember when YouTube and the internet was like the Wild West. You wouldn't know what you will get. Now everything is watered down and lost its way. For sure. GTA 6 is gonna flop for sure. Definitely. Yeah, and speaking of which, is it allowed for YouTube to think that the kid is an adult because they're making like a GTA video? Or even playing a GTA game? I used to be a big fan on My Little Pony. I still watch some vids of it for nostalgia, but I'm slowly not liking it anymore because I'm not into girlfriends anymore. That's fair. That's actually fair. May as well make a whole new internet. Yeah, but it'll be like, let's say like 3 years to make a whole entire new internet from scratch. At least from what I know. It'll take a whole, like, full-on 3 years. Hell, if I wanted to make my own internet, that would pretty much be awesome. And I'll make it like, you know, femboy-related type of internet. Because that's what I am. A femboy that is made for femboys and with them. And fuck it, I'll just make it LGBT related too. but I don't have the experience when it comes to making internet. I'm not a cyber tech. Yeah, shoutouts to the LGBT. And a massive L for YouTube. A massive, massive L. For doing the most bad decisions after making bad decisions. I think what sucks so much is all this AI stuff. Like, I'm not a full-time hater of AI, because in some cases it can be funny when it's harmless, but it's no longer harmless with how people use it. Yeah, because like nowadays, AI is much more of a threat to society now. Like, it's gonna be like full-on Terminator 2. Like fucking Skynet. Like, you ever heard of the Terminator movie? Where there's like Skynet? Like, I think the movie will actually predict the AI's existence. Curse you, YouTube, and your devious decisions. Exactly my reaction. The GTA 6 writing team looks like they don't know what controversy is. If it hit them in the face, is there any game worth playing these days? Probably not. It's a 1984 book brought to life. I've not read the book, by the way. Yeah, it is literally 1984. All over again. Taking away your civil rights and your happiness. Hell, even your motivation to become a YouTuber. Because YouTube forces you to dox yourself. And to force you to watch something that is, quote, mature. Big Brother's watching. Yeah, but here's the thing. I want YouTube to at least make, a better decision. Or else they're gonna be, like, collapsed. Like a house of cards. And if YouTube is starting to make a decision, and if it's the best time, it'll be right now. Right fucking now. Well, little brother's gonna start a riot. Indeed, I am. And I think y'all are going to join me on this protest. As well as the Clippies. Oh. Man. That one episode of Gumball aged well. Darwin censors everything. Yeah, literally everything. And it's the quote, "It's for our own good." all because they care about protecting people. But when they're doing this, the exact opposite. Like, I am fully disappointed in YouTube. Clippy, we are sorry we treated you so horribly. You are only hope. Yeah, because no, I haven't heard of Microsoft Assistants. Granted, I haven't used like a PC in like years until 2022. Clippy pulled the greatest character arc in a digital age. Yeah, because what Clippy's character arc is that they wanted to help. They wanted to help people. Better than what YouTube could. And it's before Microsoft, shut him down. Like, long before. And never seen from him again until recently. And in my opinion, that's actually huge. For Clippy to be brought back. After so long. Hell, it could be like a better opportunity to use Clippy as a point of protest. Oh yeah, and about the creator of YouTube himself. Like I said before, I wonder what the creator would think about this new update. Microsoft is probably crying in joy when they see Clippy getting used for the purpose it so rightfully defied its being. I'm not sure if Microsoft is gonna respond in joy, but I'm sure it'll be wonderful, to have a reaction like that. I want to hope they immediately changed our mind like TikTok. But with how much they're trying to double down, it could take a minute if it happens at all. Yeah. And, this reminds me, there's like a certain petition against the AI age verification. And you know what happened to it? It got taken down by the Congress themselves. Elon Musk needs to say so. Whoa. We do not want to bring up Elon Musk in this household. We do not want to bring him up. Because we all know that Elon Musk is not a trustworthy source. That's so stupid. Yeah, of the Congress themselves. Literally provoking the civil rights. Why? What happened? Oh, Elon Musk actually started cheating in Path of Exile 2. Allegedly cheating in Path of Exile 2. Like, imagine buying people to play the game for you. Oh no, it's all good, Angie. It's all good. Elon works with AI. Yeah, that too. That too. I mean, what's Congress gonna do next? Banning manga? Oh wait, I think they're planning to do that. Just taking away the freedom of expression. Or another case, freedom of speech. That's in like the American documents or the commandments. It's so fucking stupid. Make a new YouTube called ClippyTube. That would actually be genius, though. Ban breathing? Yep, ban breathing too. If you're breathing, you're banned. Ban, ban, ban. Gone. Forever from existence. Because both YouTube and the Congress don't even know what they're doing. You're born out of your mother's womb? You're also banned. At this point, there will be riots. True. I'd rather be friends with Bowser, King K. Rool, Ganondorf, Byakko, Mr. Krabs, Beerus, Champa, Frieza, Cell, Mewtwo, Wolf, O'Donnell, Green Goblin, Zamasu have corrupted Venom because half of them have heavy bellies. Yep. I'd rather be friends with Harvey Dent or Two-Face. Not the last time I seen the government being the fun police. It's crazy. It is. And the government has been like spying on people for over decades at this point. And the Congress, out of the blue, decided to, you know, take away the civil rights and ban the petition about the AI agent verification. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually brought this point. Is that like another thing about YouTube's terms of service is that like there's still videos that shows gore. like from Live Leak. I feel like this is going to turn into a Visa and MasterCard situation where they either get shut down or lose money. And even if YouTube change their mind, their reputation, I will take a hit. Yeah, because like for every time that YouTube proves my point that they have not done a single good thing other than banning EDP, then I've done the same way for other predators. Hell, it even proves everybody's point that YouTube is not making good decisions over the years. It's just idiotic, disgusting, and more so, ironic. And no, YouTube, I will not, and forever will not, give you my personal information. Whether it be a government ID, or a selfie, or a credit card information, even though I don't have one. And I never will. Because credit cards are a scam. I mean, this shit is so ass. Like, I'm sick of YouTube. And I know I've said this before. We need an LP, fun suites from Wreck-It Ralph to glitch the AI away. But yeah, but like, it's fictional. Fictional characters cannot do anything in real life. Like unicorns, it's a rare thing to have superpowers. I know. I know that. I was making a joke. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Another piece of the example. I forgot. I literally just forgot. What if there's, like, people, like, spilling the milk that reacts to the Minecraft movie? You know, a kid's movie, by the way. Would that make them a kid because they reacted to a movie and making jokes, making fun of the movie? Considering that the Minecraft movie is a kid's movie. I am not going to say the Minecraft movie line. I am not going to say the line. I mean, making or mocking a movie wouldn't trigger the AI, I think. Yeah, because, like, you know, it would either, you know, I mean, it probably would trigger the AI either way. I am not sure either. But if, like, you know, mocking the Minecraft movie would possibly consider or even make spilling the milk, as an example, identify as a kid. Despite knowing they look like adults. And they're full-on adults. And yeah, the watch history thing. Why? Why do you, like, you know, stalk other people's watch histories? That's literally not cool of you, YouTube. That's literally not cool of you. I mean, hey, you're a company, so I guess you really do not care about, like, you know, content creators. And see how much you care about, you know, money. Considering that you've been, like, putting people with ads before watching the videos that they wanted to watch. And I know the ads is, like, a part of the thing, you know, for, you know, companies like YouTube. But there are ads that are, like, let's say an hour and a half long of ad. Now, to me, that is actually insane because, and what's even worse, the ad is unskippable. And I'm glad that YouTube retracted this. And I want them to do it the same way to the AI age verification. I don't want to be an asshole, Kirito, but how long do you plan on streaming? Because I want to head out to watch my YouTube and clear it out. Okay. So, my last question before heading off as well. Does anybody join my Discord server? You know, anybody that interested? And you know what? Fuck it. I'll make a community post. Yeah, I literally do not care anymore. I'm not joined, but I'm praying you will be here still. I know. if this AI thing won't go away, I'm gonna miss you, Kitty Toe. I'll miss you too, Angie. I'll miss you too. And yeah, Neko Noob, I agree with you. I'm gonna miss all my homies on the internet. That is true. And again, I made a community post for those that wanted to join my new Discord server. Because it's my only way of communicate. Will you private the stream to hopefully save the channel? I don't know if I will put the stream on private. Yeah, I mean, in other case, I'll just leave it at public. Social media ain't social no more. Yeah. Like, social media is more social until it is not. Like, there's no such thing as privacy anymore. Unless YouTube decided to change their mind. Because of the protest. So, anyways. That's my rant. And again, I really do hope that YouTube will change their minds. Because what they're doing now is unacceptable. On God. And if my channel survives, I'll probably be making videos again. Or streams. Though it's gotta be a chance. So anyways, see you all. Bye-bye.